Wow, like keeping certain groups out from their area. Sounds kind of like a border, Emily. I may be crazy here. There should be people protesting them forming a border if they really were against borders.
She was also, as a side note, was dressed exactly like those popsicles on the side of ice cream trucks, like the ombre ones. I couldn't, right? Like, I can't. It's
she has
so
great liberal hair.
It's
like a big mop, one of those big mops that the janitor leaves in the closet.
Yes.
Pull it out. You got to go clean the puke up again.
The big string ones.
Yeah.
This is so patently reckless, but at least the Minneapolis police cleaned it up right away. Because as we've talked about, remember Chop Chaz in Seattle, the city says, oh, go ahead and do what you want. Create your fake society where you check out IDs before coming in. And a kid got killed there because they wouldn't let cops take care of him when he was shot. They wouldn't let emergency services in there. And they fomented that danger. And so then they had to pay millions and millions of dollars when the parents sued. We pay tax dollars so that we are safe and we are kept safe. And ironically, that's the purpose of those laws that ICE are enforcing. And the people there who think for some reason protecting their neighbors doesn't mean protecting them from child rapists and sodomites, and instead protects them from the good men and women who are wearing uniforms and trying to enforce. So at least for that moment, I'm glad it was brought down, but at some point someone's gonna hand them a hot chocolate. It's gonna be laced with something.
Wow. Coming out strong against the sodomites. Tyrus, not just Seattle, but the mother of a Nebraska high school student is blaming school officials for encouraging anti-ICE protests where her daughter was hit by a car, right? So I think here's a clip of the girl charging at a moving car. Do we have that? No, we don't? Okay, well then you shouldn't put it in here. Anyway, all of these things are like lawsuits waiting to happen.
Emily, I was expecting to see the video. Could you run into the wall real quick?
I'll reenact it.
Yeah, just reenact
But it's true. It's true.
It's up.
Oh. There we go. These are all gonna be lawsuits against cities, Tyrus.
Yeah. If that was my child who put a sign up in front of a moving car, in front of a school, I'm having a serious talk with her teachers.
Yeah.
Why was I not called? How long have you known my daughter is an idiot? You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain things you shouldn't have to teach. As a parent, you shouldn't have to say, hey, when something big and metal moves towards you, don't stand in front of it. You kind of hope that they figure that out.
Yeah.
And that's just... But that's the problem in America today, is that everybody doesn't want to admit when it's them.
Yeah.
It's the system. No, you chose, and I think the sign was misspelled, which makes more sense standing in front of a car. But they never, ever hold the actual people accountable. Mm-hmm. You're blocking someone in a car, in a mob. Do you never think the person in the car, do you think they're casually going, oh, there's a bunch of crazy people in front of my car? I'm so used to this. They're panicking in a large vehicle. They're worried about, am I gonna get pulled out? Are they gonna throw rocks through it? Are they gonna attack me? So what do? They panic and they try to leave. And you're the one that's causing it.
Because we are dealing with complex ideas and they only have one function, that is to interfere. So they're not thinking.
But this is the plan. This is the whole Democratic plan. You'd be like, how can they support this type of stuff? Because they've gotten close. They've gotten 2 deaths.
Yeah.
All they need is one exhausted ICE worker who's been attacked, impelled over and over to make a mistake, snap a quick judgment because of the situations around him or her, and the actual on-ice murder happens, then they win. Then it's all worth it.
Well, that's
the agenda.
But Charles, they're playing a very dangerous game, obviously, because 2 people are dead. Those are going to be civil suits against the city, not against ICE. They've got to see this is going to bankrupt their town.
Yeah, I mean, last time I was on, we talked about Walz actually encouraging this kind of thing. Yeah. What the hell is going on, you know? To your point, if that was me, my mother would have run out the house and said, you okay? Yeah, and then she would whip my ass right there. So, you okay? Okay. You stupid.
There would have been relatives standing in line, like, I got it next.
Yeah. I do, since we brought it up a couple times in the show, do want to ask you a question. It's a kind of black conspiracy.
Yes.
He's qualified.
I'm looking at Minneapolis, and is there a white folks fund? How do all these white people never have to go to work? Like, they're always at protests and making rigging up. Like, do they work?
That is such a good point.
Is there a white folks fund? I just want to know. You can tell me.
Yeah, why do they have all this free time?
They got expensive, bright orange and yellow jackets. I mean, there's
Big
someone.
ass
They're not
gloves.
students.
Did you see those big ass gloves she had on?
They're not students. What are they doing? They must be like divorced women living on some kind of alimony. I don't know, Adam. You would more know about that. But anyway,
I know you're going to slip and tell me, but you can tell me after the show.
Yeah, Minneapolis, Adam, was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize by a progressive magazine.
That's insane. That's like Ilhan Omar's brother being husband of the year. But it's funny that you talked about, like, my dad would be the one driving the car hitting me. But yeah, they have to. This is ridiculous. And you're right, Tim Walz, this is the perfect opportunity for him to just say, guys, enough, not, it's like, he won't. He did admit he has a lot of leering to do.
Yeah.
Come on. And one. But I am happy that Tim Walz is not running again. People were upset, though. Like, actually, tampons were hung at half string.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.